Welcome to the Patriot Hour. I'm Michael, your host for April 1st, 2018. Are there any new QAnon, Q clearance, breadcrumbs, drops? Stick around. We're going to get right into it.
You know what letter that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
Welcome to the Patriot Hour. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Like, subscribe, share. If you're new to the whole new QAnon, Q clearance, what is it? What are we all talking about? What's the buzz? So let's see here. Let's get right into it here. I don't think there's any new updates. Okay. I'll give that a second. Okay. So, yep, there's nothing. So again, welcome to the channel. We're going to dive in a little bit to a little more a nice collage of what I found like 15 times that Q has matched up with Donald J. Trump's tweets of sorts. So just a little more factual things that you guys can look at here for some of you that are new, maybe don't know much about what QAnon is, or other than outside of like maybe just YouTube. I don't know if you've done, lots of research, or the only way you get your research are by watching videos. There's a huge difference to just jump on, watch a video, jump around, watch several videos, and then other than, researching. So, all right, let's just get into this here. And I'll post this link for underneath in the description for anybody else that would want to go. It's about a month old. Came across this. So 15 times Donald J. Trump tweets coordinated with QAnon. So much for him being a Russian bot. Number one, Q posted a White House letterhead to Trump. So let's look at that. Let's see if that's still. Okay, so this was on 12/12/17. And it's like a Merry Christmas Q. Timestamp Q post against POTUS tweet 1310, no coincidences. Okay, so let's back up. All right, number two, Trump retweets tweet detailing his accomplishments. The original tweeter had post about QAnon soon after the original tweeter's database was deleted. There's a video on that. So again, I'll leave this link for this, and then you can come here and maybe watch that. We will not be doing that here today. All right, 10/6. During photo op with 18 generals, Trump asked press, "Do you know what this represents?" And then he said, "This is a calm before the storm." I've done videos on that, so you can go back and check those out. But reports asked what that meant. He said, "You'll see. Calm before the storm. You'll find out." There's a video link to go to that. Photo of senior Department Defense generals and staff who Trump said represent the calm before the storm. In early November, a Q post said that only 10 people knew the complete mission plan. Only 3 of them are not military. In this picture, there are clearly 2 civilians and 3 more that are hidden. Too hidden to tell if they're civilians or military. Click on that. See if I can make that bigger. Okay. So here we go. I mean, these are some of the 4 stars, and this guy here could be a civilian, because he said only a few are not. Again, a couple people back here, you can't tell enough there. Look at that, you only see a sliver of this guy's head. So Could this be the Q team? Okay, got that way too big. There we go. Let me see here. Okay. So that was photo op, call before him. There was that picture. Okay, so now that was that. 4. When Q led us to find the sealed indictments in Washington, D.C., Trump changed the location code on several tweets in a row. When we looked at those locations, we found a high number of sealed indictments in those towns as well. 5. Video posted on Trump's Twitter of his Asia trip had a scene at 06 that validates Q. It was a street-level view of a license plate on the president's motorcade, and the license plate, it says Q VA 008. A close-up looking out of the plane matched a photo Q posted. I just went to his Twitter, and that tweet is not available. Google search showed no hits. The video has a professional quality review of his events of the trip added. See at the bottom of the post for the video and commentary. Here's a video showing the Q plate. See if it works. Was that it back there? Go back just to see. I think that was it, right? Oh yeah, right there. So QVA 08. All right. Well. Okay. So the Q plate 6. Q posted the military and said that his timestamp was important. Then 3 minutes later, Trump tweeted a thank you to the military. Removed. That's not what happened. Q made a post referencing the U.S. military. Then 3 minutes later, there was a tweet. Then later, Q reposted his earlier post along with Trump's tweet so people could easily make the connection. Okay. 7, 12/18. While on an Asia trip, President Trump posted a picture on Twitter, and the file name on his picture was Do It Q. Later, it was noticed that each person in the picture was making a thumbs up, and that if you drew a line through each of them, you became a Q. So that's, again, I've done that photo. Okay, again, it looks like it's been removed. They keep removing things. I will show that picture. I got it. Let me do it here real quick. Say right here, that photo, and that's the one they're talking about. So 12/8, while on an Asia trip, President Trump posted a picture on Twitter, and the file name on the picture was Do It Q. So there you go. Okay, number 8. 8chan users asked Q to get the president to tweet the word axe. 2 days later, Q posted a picture of an FBI tweet of an agent examining marks made by an axe in some wood. The word axe was underlined. So there you go. It's a FBI agent, evidence. Flag, a special agent in the FBI lab compares marking on wood chips found at a crime scene with the markings in axe. Okay. Okay, there. Number 9, another day On another time, 8chan users asked Q to have Donald J. Trump tweet, "Have a wonderful day." The next day, Donald J. Trump tweets a message that contained the words "wonderful" and "day," but not in the phrase requested. And just another little example. Number 10, during the Asia trip, 4chan asked Q to have Trump hold a bottled water. The next day, a picture was posted of Trump holding a Fiji water bottle. 11, Q posted plus plus plus, and then within an hour or so, Trump posted plus plus plus. A military vet said this is military code, saying to change from digital modem to modem or something similar. Q also was saying plus 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 equals Saudi Arabia bad actors. Here's an image of Trump's tweet on November 6th. My visit to Japan with friendship with PM Abe will yield many benefits for our great country. Massive military and energy orders happening. Plus, plus, plus. Okay, so what's it say? So, but finding Q's original post is impossible. Q commented that he had been deleted, but thousands saw it, including myself. Well, a lot of us have that archive. There's lots of videos you can go around the internet and find. They're there still. So this is why thousands post Q plus plus. It was powerful proof that Q was not a LARP after all. Many data points were lost when we forced out the 4chan, so I can't even go back and do a screenshot of it when it happened. This work has been attacked more viciously than anything I've ever seen, 10 times worse than Pizzagate. Maybe that is just the world of 4chan compared to Reddit. It may have been posted here on Reddit right away, but without timestamps, could not be proof. So these here, number 12, November 30th, White House Anon interview on 4chan confirms Q is real and walking around the White House. Donald J. Trump Jr. has tweeted multiple messages that supports Q post without coming out and saying it directly by mirroring Q's keywords used recently and repeatedly. On 12/12, an image of Donald J. Trump Jr. retweet on Schiff. He abbreviates question with capital letter Q. Tweet was by Nick Short, where Nick and Donald J. Trump Jr. giving a nod to QAnon. This was just days after Q posted that Schiff was caught leaking a sting. Donald J. Trump Jr. Adam Schiff rarely missed an opportunity to characterize non-public claims, raises the question of whether he's violating. I see. Okay. I don't know about that, but still. Again, this isn't my, I found it interesting, some of it. Some can be just, So that was that image. Who is Q? CBTS. Q is a White House insider tasked with publicizing info on a military mission called the Calm Before the Storm. CBTS, Calm Before the Storm Board, is a worldwide coalition whose goals are to end globalism and control of the CIA/NSA that protects the powers that be. It is also targeting the sex trafficking and street gangs who have been used by the powers that be to perform illegal tasks. 18 generals are leading the mission, which is being publicized through social media because the MSN cannot be trusted to report the news fairly. CBTS, Calm Before the Storm, plans to arrest the worst offenders in our government and the political world. They hope publicizing what they are doing will lead to the public understanding and accepting of these arrests. Q has been posting more days than not since October 29th and has the support of millions on Twitter as well as many in the alternative news sites. He also did this with Q repeatedly post about an operation called the Great Awakening. Trump has a speech this week. He said he wanted America to have a reawakening. And here's a link to Voight talking about another Trump post using Q words. Q posted twice last week about a special place. The first post said, "We have a special place picked out for George Soros." Then a few days later, he posted again, just simply a very special place. So Q posted about a special place for George Soros. Then you had Trump posting a very special place. Then a few days later, Trump posted about Camp David. That is a very special place. He also did this with Q's repeated post about an operation called the Great Awakening. Trump has a speech this week, and he said, okay, that's just repeating. 8chan users signed a petition asking the calm before the storm boards to divert from their plan of 80% of change is hidden and 20% of the change is visible. They said, how do Americans realize... okay, so 80% of the plan going on is hidden and 20 is kind of be visible to typical. They said, how do Americans realize the need to be proactive and vigilant if they never find out how bad things are? Q responded that they were altering the plan and the POTUS would directly confirm that Q's posts were authorized by him. A user on 8chan commented on Andrew McCabe's wife getting $700,000 from the HRC, Hillary Rodham Clinton. Soon after Q's post at 3:22, a question, who is number 2, and no dills. Then at 3:27, Trump posted the exact quote of an 8chan user. Andrew McCabe was number 2 in charge of the FBI investigation. Q had been posting about timestamps and relationship between his post timestamps and then Trump's post 5 to 10 and D 15 minutes later. He had asked us to go back and check the timestamps between his post and Trump's post. This graphic attempts to show what they're finding. There are more connections between Trump's Twitter and Q's posts that have been not been included in those posts for lack of time to update it further. Here is a link seeing a graphic of Trump's tweets of 8chan users' quotes. So, 15:22, Q drop at 3:22, post retweet at 3:27. Number 2 in the FBI, McCabe. Okay. Q is telling us to look through his old drops and find ones posted 10 and 15 minutes before the POTUS tweets. So that was at Tracy Beans. Okay, so there you have it, folks. It's clear on some, seems to be definitely a little bit more evidence there. And I know there's a lot of, concern now with this getting a little bit more down the road. It's been, got a lot of channels now starting to veer away, saying it's all a LARP project, or possibly, just AI, a game. But, hey, got to go over what's happened, the facts, and look at them real well and research. That's basically what this whole thing is about anyway. Doing your research, coming to conclusions, educated, best educated guesses, or, based off facts. So that's all you can do, and that's all you can hope for, that it, leads you to much more understanding and just an overall better picture of what's happening. So I'm Mike. I'm going to be putting out another video later this evening. I've been gone for a few days if you're still here. Just been doing some research. Starting the channel, it's been going, I think 7 weeks or 7 weeks old now. So we hit it hard. We want to get some videos out there. We got a special one lined up for possibly tomorrow. We're going to do a Patriot Hour. We got some of the fellows going to be in the studio, Scott, Nate. I just got some text on that, so we're trying to put something together, possibly. So if you're new to the channel, please, thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, drop an email. Look in the description box. I'll leave the link for the Q post and the article that we just went over that had all the links to the different videos and pictures off Donald Trump's Twitter account and others. So check the description box for that. Okay, I'm Mike. We'll see you here later on this afternoon. God bless.
You know what letter that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
Froggy.